Welcome back to the channel. We have here WWE 2k25 season pass for the year. We have some fire content coming. We're going to talk about some of the questionable stuff. There's also leaks and rumors, supposedly. So I need y'all honest thoughts about that in the comments below. But before we get started, I just want to be the guy to say this. I don't mind calling myself out. I have nothing to worry. I don't care. That Pat McAfee DLC pack last year was butt. I fought with Pat McAfee, okay? I fought with Pat McAfee. His whole crew is lit. But the fact that they were a DLC pack, I know. And I do have this thing where I don't mind if certain legends are brought back, whatever. But I'll be honest, once you go like into the 80s with me, even earlier or even like shortly after, like early 90s, I wasn't familiar with a lot of them. And even if I were, I had very little interest in using them in the game. That's the problem. I had very little interest using like certain legends that were introduced into the DLC packs. I wasn't gonna use them dudes. So like that DLC pack was butt. And you wanna know something? A lot of people was like, oh Rick, you just mad because you don't know a lot of it. Okay, well why they're not doing it like that this year? Because I wasn't the only one who said it. A lot of people voiced their concerns about that DLC pack. I feel like legends should be unlockables in the game. I know they're getting paid as like a legends contract, but they shouldn't be in the DLC pack. Because in that DLC pack may be a hit or a miss. You might have like 2 fire wrestlers and then it's like flooded with like legends that we feel like, hey, we're not really interested in using them right now in the game. They might be great, they're all great, but we may not use them. Now, in this case, you could tell they listen to the fans, but there's still some questionable stuff. But let's talk about this. There's 5 character packs that will be released throughout the year. I wish there was way more other than just like 5, and I wish there was way more wrestlers being brought in. But we have the new wave pack, okay? This is the people that have been reintroduced and also new faces that's been in WWE for a little while. Of course, you got the Motor City guys. You got Alex Shelley and Chris Sabin. They were already in the game for a long time, but it's good to see them in the new wave pack. You have Julia, which, you know, a lot of people are a big fan of her in NXT now. Stephanie Baker, I just finished, because again, I don't watch too much NXT, not because I'm not interested, because I haven't had the time to like tune in all the time, but I've seen Stephanie Baker in action. She's lit as fuck. And then they said a special celebrity guest to be announced. We're going to talk about that after all this. Then you have the Dunk and Destruction pack, okay? That comes out in June. We have Abyss. Now, I guess we're getting TNA Abyss, but unfortunately, my times watching WWE, he came in as a producer. So I wasn't as familiarized with him in his wrestling game because I was one of those young kids that was like, it's only wrestling. I mean, it's only WWE or nothing. And I did not know about many other wrestling promotions. I really didn't. I was a little kid, bro. And so I know of Abyss. He's definitely a GOAT, but I didn't see him in action until like I watched clips of him on YouTube and stuff like that. But he became a producer when he got brought in. Great Khali. He's a funny guy to bring in. Is it worth the DLC pack? I would say to some people, sure, but I think he was a great addition to WWE during his time. Wasn't the most athletic, obviously, wasn't the most, you know, fun to watch wrestler, but it was funny to watch him in terms of like backstage action on the mic and all the funny stuff that happened around him. I can say, okay, decent. But this DLC pack, probably one of the weaker ones. And then it says 3 NBA stars to be announced. Okay, we're gonna talk about those leaks as well. The Fearless pack, bitch, put this bitch on screen.
Bombs away. I wanted him to hit the floor. I just didn't throw him hard enough. I was trying to throw his ass to the floor.
When I saw this, I had no clue. I thought it was fake. From the dark side of the ring to interviews, you know, featuring New Jack and all these other things. They were not looking to book him because he was too violent for TV, for WWF. Too violent. Paul Heyman was probably one of the only guys who spoke out and said his condolences.
Anybody that ever saw New Jack perform live or heard him cut a promo understood just how real he was.
When New Jack passed away, because of course this man was a menace to society. He was looking to kill you in the ring. New Jack, forever one of the GOATs in wrestling, but very controversial figure. Jordynne Grace. Okay, Jordynne Grace, she's a beast. It's cool to see her in the DLC pack. I thought she would probably be main roster, but like in like featured in one of the, you know, in the roster. You have Penta, which is dope. It kind of sucks that we don't have Ray Phoenix, because I know that you guys want to see them do their tag team thing. We'll probably see them later, or maybe a mod, we don't know, but Penta's in here. Bull Nakano, she came in very early. I think it was 1983 into the wrestling business, not WWE. She wrestled New Japan. She got a bunch of championship belts. She was the first, she was a women's champion in WWF. She was inducted to the Hall of Fame. Multiple championships. New Japan Wrestling she had featured. She was also a WWE Slammy Awards winner. She has so many accolades under her belt. So it's kind of cool to see her. Now, which version of her are they going to give her? Probably only the WWE version of her with the face paint and all that cool stuff. Special celebrity guest to be announced. We'll talk about that one again in a few. The Attitude Era, probably one of my favorites. Superstar Pack, which is in September. D'Lo Brown, Billy Gunn, Road Dogg, Victoria, Mark Henry. Because they said Attitude Era, that's D Generation Next. You know what I'm saying? That's sucky. You better call somebody. You know what I'm saying? Ass kissing motherfucking Billy Gunn. And it's crazy. That's to tell you where we at right now. That Billy Gunn works with AEW, but he signed a Legends contract with WWE and could still be put. Mark Henry had his fair share of working too in other companies too. So it was good to see him. But we're not going to get the Nation Mark Henry, if I'm not mistaken. We're not going to get Hall of Pain or World's Strongest Man. We're going to get Sexual Chocolate. 1998 to 2000 Mark Henry. That's the Mark Henry we know from that era, of the Attitude Era. Victoria, that's pretty damn dope that we get Victoria. I think, man, right now, was she in like one of the pay-per-views, like as one of the fans and stuff like that when they showed her face? I don't know, I don't remember, but that's kind of cool to see Victoria's there. Road Dogg, he's currently a writer for SmackDown, which is super dope. D'Lo Brown, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of cool to see him in there as well. Again, we have other versions of The Rock that's gonna be in there, so we don't know what's to come. We don't even know if they're gonna try to squeeze in other versions or other variants of Mark Henry. We don't know. Now, I'll be honest, the Saturday night main event pack for me is the weakest. It's up there with the Duncan Destruction pack, because Abyss is great, but I'm gonna tell you right now, Jesse the Body Ventura, Mr. Wonderful, Tito Santana, Junkyard Dog, RIP to some of those guys who aren't with us today. I think Junkyard Dog passed away like in 98. Sid Justice. The thing about this, and I think Mr. Wonderful passed away in 2021. I forgot. The thing is, I didn't watch them wrestle. I didn't grow up watching them wrestle like that. This is how bad it is. When I first heard the name Jesse the Body Ventura, I thought it was a baddie. I don't care no more what anybody says. Oh, you don't know who? I don't know. I wasn't aware of them. I know of them now. I've seen so many damn videos of them now. But growing up, they weren't people that I was familiar with. I wasn't familiar with it, bro. Damn, relax. I just wasn't. So I'm not really as interested in this pack. I don't see myself using any of these guys. I don't see myself using any of these guys, to be honest. The packs that I'm really like hyped for: New Wave pack, the Fearless pack, and Attitude Era pack. I wish Abyss was added to like the the Fearless pack or something. But let's really talk about what certain rumors or leaks that came about earlier. You guys could drop your thoughts on this below. I have my fair, honest feelings towards it. But one of the celebrities, of course, was Travis Scott. That makes sense. Travis Scott. They always do that. They had Bad Bunny, Machine Gun Kelly. I think Post Malone was in one of them, if I'm not mistaken. They had I wouldn't count Muhammad Ali because he was involved with WWE very beginning of WrestleMania. They have others, but we don't know if it's Jelly Roll, if he's one of them. But I do know that Travis Scott supposedly is rumored. I didn't hear no rumors about Jelly Roll. They said KSI rumored. I don't know. I would rather see IShowSpeed, but they got KSI as a DLC pack. I have nothing against KSI. Like, I fuck with his videos, but are people? That it's the interest of it. Like, are people looking for that? Basketball players, special guest celebrities. Tyrese Halliburton was rumored to be in the game. alongside Jalen Brunson and Shaquille O'Neal. Now, I don't know the grounds of it. It's most likely not happening. It's probably not real, but these were rumors. How do you guys feel about it? Honestly, personally, they could have done a NBA. They could have done, instead of a dunk and destruction pack, they could have done a dunk and superstars pack, and then had like the artists and celebrities that are there together, like rappers or like Travis Scott or whoever, and like had it at its own, and it would have been like, okay, cool, they got their own, and maybe charge people separate for it. Like, let this be the season pass filled with like roster and people, you know, who, you know, and then have like a separate like DLC packs where they might have something cool, like a bunch of different artists or a bunch of different like celebrities and stuff, and like have that choice if we care for it. Because to be honest with you, 3 NBA superstars, that needs to hit. That needs to be 3 big superstars. And I only know of Jalen Brunson being in one of the events. I didn't know anything about Shaquille O'Neal being involved anywhere, but I know Tyrese Halliburton definitely said it last year on a tweet. I think it was last year, where he said, oh, yo, I would want to be in the game. And then they said, let's talk. Again, it's all about fan service, and I don't mind it. That's why, like, I'm not upset. I'm more so like, damn, if you're going to do this, just give us more fucking DLC packs. Give us a lot more. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not mad at that, bro. They've been doing that for years. They've been giving us special celebrity guests for years. We got to stop that. I'm more so like, yo, instead of it just being just these like this, have a separate one so that people can look forward to, oh my god, they're adding these like celebrities in the game too, but they're taking the slot of main roster people of like legends and stuff like that. And well, not legends, but like some of the characters that we thought. Like, I don't see Joe Hendry here. I don't see Matt and Jeff Hardy. That's just how I feel. Like, I don't see them here. But again, fan service, I respect it, bro. I respect it. Shaquille O'Neal being in this game might be funny as shit. I actually might use him. I might even use Tyrese Halliburton. KSI shocked the fuck out of me, because when it said 3 NBA stars, I said, okay. When it says special celebrity guest, I thought Kai Cenat would be somebody, or I Show Speed. But I understand that KSI is with Prime and Logan Paul and WWE. So, you know, those are some of the things that I'm already understanding. I need you guys to drop your honest thoughts about this DLC pack. Way better than last year. I'm hands down going to stand by that. Way better than last year. Even with the Saturday Night Main Event pack, I can still appreciate the fact that they're bringing the guys who helped pave the way for Saturday Night Main Event, who participated in Saturday Night Main Event. So I'm not upset with it. I wish they can have way more wrestlers in each pack. I would be so excited to have a fatter roster of different DLC packs. But, you know, that's their thing. They go with only like 5 or 6 or whatever, 6. And, you know, it's just the way they run it. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. How do y'all feel about it? And are you excited to pick up the season pass? We will be playing this game either late tomorrow or Friday, whenever it drops. We are on this shit all day, all night. All right. It's your boy 3G. God bless. Tune into the other videos I got dropping today, man. I appreciate y'all on the road at 100K. And we out of here, man. Peace.